We began a series 2 weeks ago now about debt-free living. And it's a matter that affects more than 80% of average congregation. From place to place I've been going, and it's prepared to at least service about 400 churches by virtue of my work. And I found out that 80% and above of church people have to do with debt. Not want to talk about outside, where you don't have the privilege of hearing the word constantly like we do. So I'm sharing today on 15 steps out of the debt trap. 15 steps out of the debt trap. Romans 13:7-8. Romans 13:7-8. The Living Bible. It says, pay everyone whatever he ought to have. Pay your taxes and import duties. Gladly obey those over you, and give honor and respect to all those to whom it is due. Then pay all your debts, except the debt of love for other. Never finish paying that. The bottom line is this: if you don't borrow money, you can't get into debt. If you don't borrow money, you can't get into debt. Problems and financial risk occur when consumers and creditors abuse credit. Careless use of credit leads to financial difficulty, family problems, divorce, repossession of properties, reduced earnings, loss of opportunities to buy when prices are low. It can also lead to bankruptcy. Simply stopping the intake of new credit is not enough. A multiple financial reverse is necessary if one must walk out of the debt trap. I've been involved in assisting people out of debt traps, having ensured that myself I'm not owing anybody. Also ensure that the company that I run, and the church that we run is not owing anybody, either internally or externally. I can therefore put you through on what I call 15 steps out of the debt trap. 1, stop spending more than you are earning. Stop spending more than you are earning. Number 2, spend considerably less than before. Because spending less is easier than saving more. Spending less is easier than saving more. 3, pay the oldest debt. Pay the oldest debt. People that you have been owing for a long time, give them priority. Many people don't even know those that they are owing. We're trying to help a young person just in the early 20s. It was in the early 20s. After we have sorted out about 4.5 million, now said there's some new debt just showing up. I said, how did it happen? How did it happen? Just in your 20s. Yeah. Well, okay, let's start with the oldest debt. Number 4, pay the interest on the debt. Because if you don't pay the interest, it starts adding to what you are owing. Number 5, do not add new debts. Do not add new debts. Number 6, burn your ATM card. That will sound shocking, Abi. Burn ATM card. In other words, ATMs, credit cards, even checks make you to spend 30% more than if you are shopping with cash. Yes, though in our cashless economy, trying to make us to do that, you find that there's easy transfer. When your app is within reach, the parents say you spend. Any demand is easy. This is what I adopted after I started using transfers. Is this. I put my app on an account different from my bank account. In other words, I have an account dedicated to only app. I don't put my app on my normal account. So money finishes in the app. It has finished. I have to now refund it back consciously from my account. So it's not that unlimited access. No. If I know I will need this amount of money for this time, for this week, that's why I put on the app. When it has finished, I will have to issue check again to fund the app. In that way, it helps me to be conscious of what I'm spending. But with the way you have access to your account, just transfer. You have become ATM to many people. Just shake you a little. Don't worry. Send your account number. And with OPay, PalmPay, all those, it's very easy. Since I know your phone number, I can send money to you easily. So, and you've got to know you have spent so much money and spent beyond. In my own case, I have control over what is in the account. Yes, my limit is very high, but I limit it myself consciously. So when Friday came, for instance, I said, my dear, I'm not doing it for this weekend. That only we have here. When the finish starts finish, you can wait till next week. It's very important. Talking about personal spending. It's different from business spending. If it's business, yes, but your personal spending should not be placed on your salary account or your business account. Open that account that it can be funding. It has helped me. That's why I'm not owing. I'm not under financial pressure. I've never stolen. I've never begged. Very important. Number 7. Determine what you owe. Men don't know what they owe. If you are not careful, you are forgotten, including your pledges. You are owing God. God has record. He has record. He does not write off records. Determine what you are owing both God and man, or maybe man essentially. Find out what you are owing. Number 8, prioritize your debt. Prioritize your debt. Prioritize your debt. Which one should I pay first? Which one should go first? Number 9, determine how much you can pay. It helps you. Determine how much you can pay. For instance, you took money from, say, your cooperative. Of course, they even help you. If they help you on scheduled payments, especially if it's attached to your salary. But if it's on your own still, the cooperative is not attached to your salary. Like my wife used to have it in her place of work. But now she's on her own now. We got to determine how much you'll be paying still on cooperative. Number 10, create a payoff plan. When do we finish paying off this debt? The reason why people continue in debt because they never had plans on how to get out of the debt. They don't have any plan. I've been there before, but by the time God helped me to get out, and that was 2001, that's when I got out of debt trap. 2001, August specifically. That is when I say now I can start getting financially independent. That was 23 years ago. And I've had my plan ever since then. It is guiding me. Being a full-time means notwithstanding. That's not to do with it. That's not to do with other than working with an oil company. That's not to do with it's the same financial principle. You've seen bankers that commit suicide. You know why? Financial problem. One just committed suicide the other time. Say, well, I still does not know how to cope with the finances. She drank poison in the bank toilet. Went to toilet, our colleagues were waiting for her. He has not come yet. Customer were waiting. She went to the ladies. 1 hour, 2 hours. By the time they went there, she has died with a note. Said the debt is too much on her. You know, being an employee of the bank, easy credit was available. There was easy credit available. So it has piled too much. It does not know how to do it. She has to kill herself. That would not be your portion. That would not be your portion. That's why we are helping the way we are helping. Because it's a major issue in the church. Major issue, society, debt. So there must be a payoff plan. When will I become debt-free? This year, next year. Number 11, communicate with your creditors. Communicate with your creditors instead of avoiding your creditors. Some people start using phone to pursue them. In fact, some finance houses employ people to be calling those who are owing. They employ many people, say work from home, but begin to track them on phone, begin to harass them. I know this is quite get to that point. There's no communication. They will say they are coming to your house, they are coming to your shop. So as some said, you know, bring OPC those days. OPC will come to your house to hand you over to their commandants and so on and so forth. They will bring police. No reason why. Not communicating. My name has features as guarantors in many places that I don't know about. I said, well, you don't expect any reaction. How can you put my name as guarantor when there is no communication with me? Communicate with your creditors. At times, talking to them will draw compassion. Like there was one, we were able to stop further payment of interest on that person's loan. Please, can you please stop the interest? Because it was compound interest. We called, and because he knew we who are talking, know what I'm talking about. We know about this, how this thing works. Please, can you stop the interest? After all, this person has known, he should have asked for moratorium on the interest. Communicate with your creditors. Can you call for the scheduling of the debt? Last time that your church took loan, by the time you went to get out, I went there with 2 financial consultants, 2 FCA from this church. We went to the bank and sat with the bank credit officers. I will now check the whole thing. That in 4 years, we have paid 5 million naira interest on the 5 million naira loan. Yet, we are paying them every week. Every Monday, we are paying. Oh, it took us 5 million. But for that, in 4 years, the interest has come to 5 million. In 4 years. How did it happen? I'm paying, say it's true, you are paying every week. Your payment, but you see, your payment is not up to what is expected of you to be paying weekly. So the shortfall is taken as what? Unpaid loan, and therefore the interest compound upon interest. Then they adjust their interest without telling us. We started with 19%. We now find out we already paid 38%. As a bank. Church, Christian bank, you tell me. They are not criminals. They still have to pay. Say they are increasing their salaries. Overhead is going up. How do they meet it up? They jack up the interest without informing us. Management fee, 4%. Operational fee, 5%. They did not show you when you are taking the loan. You promised us 19%. Say, why is your letter? We brought out the letter. We now have to rework and rework. I think we're able to get out of them 1 point something million. So many years ago. Now. About a decade ago now. We have to get out of the deal that, okay, what we now have left to pay finally was 4 million. We have paid this is 5 million though. So if you have not come like that, this is how people get to real trouble. Imagine if you have not gone there. Imagine if you are not paying every week. We pay them every Monday. Whatever was the offering, we remove our dues. Other ones we report. But we say what we brought was not enough. So therefore, the remaining money is called unpaid. But that communication help us to stop the 30%, rework it, cancel unnecessary things. For many hidden interests, management interests, operational interests, quarterly interests. How about that? It's not your fault anyway, because the borrower will still be what? Servant to the lender. Then, number 12, establish a repayment timeline. Establish a repayment timeline. On your own. Like the other leader said, I made her to sit down with me. She was owing on the average every month 38,000 naira. Her salary was 30,000 naira. And she was always owing 38,000 naira every month. 3 children, a young widow. How will you ever get out of this? You are ever owing 38,000. Your salary is 30,000 naira. I was working all of the parastatals there. So I sat her down, foresight to a budget, check it out, cut some things off, stop some habits. I worked with her for about a month or so. At the end of our operation, we were able to see how she can be saving 3,000 instead of owing. She was already looking so old, 30-something year old. The white ears have turned white. All the nerves are already showing, looking haggard. A young lady in her 30s. So already looking very old, lean. But by the time we work it out, he said, "You mean, Daddy, I can save?" I say, "You'll be saving 3%, 3,000 naira. Instead of now with 30,000 naira." And in about 3 months, the white hair disappeared. Turned black back. All the nerves disappeared. She was now looking much more beautiful. The clothes now hang well on her. That a suitor saw her and took a liking in her. "I want to marry that woman." You know it's a widow, yes. No, he has 3 children. Yes, I just like her. But he has not seen her all the while when she was an old, haggard person. That's the effect of debt. She would have been going from prayer to prayer. It's not mountain to mountain. Sit down. Analyze what got me here. I didn't even pray for her. What I did for her was financial deliverance. And she was delivered. I don't do any prayer for her. Praise the Lord. Just guidance. In the motto of counsel, there is safety. Don't bury yourself in that debt. Seek for advice. God help us sometimes to intercede somebody who's about committing suicide. The young person who's about committing suicide. When our phone call rang, and somebody else speak it, say, put on speaker. You don't have to kill yourself. Come over. Let's talk it. We're ready to help you. And thank God, that saved the person many, many years ago. So this thing is so important. That's why I'm bringing it up. I thought it will also be on your YouTube channel. Next. Number 13. As you get extra money, use it to reduce your debt. As you get extra money, extra pay. Very interesting. Some parents in our school that were owing. So they will not attend end of session program. And their children are so brilliant. Because we have mathematics competition in our school every month. Math competition because of mommy's focus on mathematics. So every month there is math competition in all the classes. And winners emerge. And at the end of the quarter, overall winners, we take them out on the shopping spree. They go and shop at our expense. We celebrate them. Royal right to the place. Yes. They pick anything they want there. Okay, on our budget. And that's what happens every time. Then end of the session, when we are doing the content, they get cash award, cash transfers to their accounts. Okay? First, second, third. So it's always a very glorious one. These people are owing school fees. They've not paid their money, but their children did very well. I said, why should I deny these stars from coming to collect even just photographs? Okay, let them come mainly for the award and go back, because it is not their fault that they are owing, it's your fault, daddy. The child came to get the award. It was cash transfer. You will think that the cash transfer will be used to pay the debt. You know, they escape with the money. they chop the money. I said, look at these people. I said, come there on my scholarship to come and take your award. But it was cash. That should have been used to reduce what they are owing, but not typical Nigerian. They went with the money and still owing. So God will make way for you. The prayer we are praying will open doors for you. But when the doors come, that's not to go and change your wardrobe. Remember who you are owing. It's the wicked that borrow does not pay. It's the wicked person that borrow does not. Because that's somebody else's money you are tying down. Truth be told, pay your debts. But don't kill yourself. As money is coming forth and God will bring more money, begin to apply it. Number 14, stay with your plan. As you have a plan you are pursuing. That time, no buying of clothes. I had to tell that my daughter, no Ashoebi, because the girl travels almost every weekend for socials. That's how her money was going. It was spent at salary and added something on top in debt every month. As I say, Daddy, if I stop it, who will attend my own? Who is looking for you? Who even knows you? Stop! When the girl stopped, he saved the transport. He saved Ashoebi. He said so many things. We were able to cancel 30,000 naira debt, and we're able to gain 3,000 more for her. Stay with your plan. And finally, seek professional counsel as needed. I said I had to take FCA, 2 of them, to go and sit down with the bank for a whole day. They know what to look out for. And they're able to see this ought not to be paid. This is a wrong one. This should not be so. This is unethical. We're able to say this, and we're able to save a lot of money for the church. And we pay off our debt that same day. The bank was telling us, I was there, say, we don't like people like you to go. I say, why? Say, you are very faithful. You always come in on everything. I say, I'm no more staying with you. I don't like debts. That's how we became debt-free as a church from that bank. Praise the Lord. These are the 15 steps to get out of debt trap. I see you free. There's nothing as good as being debt-free. This old property, this old building that we have been in, there's no single loan, no single borrowing of money. And we're still saving money, your church. Not because there was excess money. No, that money is managed. Every income is accounted for, and we apply. We don't do what is more than us. You could have bought AC, for instance, on credit, not this church. You could have brought plasma TV. No, what we have, we are using. Tables in my office were the tables my professor used 20 years ago. It's still in my office. What my professor used in this church 27 years ago. It's still in my office. We barely polish it. What are you talking about? We polish and we are using it. That's why we are not high in anything. I don't do anything to impress anybody. If you don't like me, go. One member saw it. Say, Daddy, this chair ought not to be. You should change. I say, when I say it was used by place. I said, is there anything wrong with this table? It's still shiny. It's not shiny now. Glory be to God. I cannot impress others and oppress myself. I see progress coming your way. Issue of debt is very important because debt reduces your freedom. Debt removes joy out of payday. Debt can frustrate your vision. Debt can frustrate your vision. For example, we finished this building. The same month, I asked that, can we increase our staff salaries? Yes. So these guys endure our building process. So the same month, I said, however small, add to their salaries. Why? We are not owing. That's the meaning. We are not owing. So I could do any such things. We're not owing. Well, if I was owing, I would be explaining. Don't you understand that we are still paying? No, we're not owing. We do not do anything beyond us. That's it. That's true. Not owing. And that's why I can pick any phone call. Because I'm not saying, hey. No, there's nothing like that. Hello, I want to see pastor. If I have time, if I don't have time, come and see me. Because there's no, you are free. Debts add to sorrow.